Feeling more busy than productive? Looking for a way to slow down the day and get everything done? Welcome to All the Things with Julie Miller Davis, where we interview the experts who love to do everything you shouldn't be doing so you can stop juggling all the things and start doing the right things. Here's your host, CEO and founder of JMD Productivity Training and the host of All the Things, Julie Miller Davis.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited for our December edition of All the Things with Julie Miller Davis because we are featuring one of my most favorite people on the planet. Ms. Jennifer Diepstraten is going to be joining us in just a few minutes here. So just so that you, recapping the 30-second intro, I just want you to remember that this show is all about helping you stop doing all the things, because there's a lot of people out there who can help us do things better or can do it for us if we delegate. So let's get efficient and productive. And my little tip for you this month, as you're heading into the holidays and are probably busier than you usually are, life is throwing you things that, every day we have unexpected things come up, right? So here's my challenge for you, productivity tip. I'm also posting it today out on my productivity pod, is to turn your notifications off. Can you try it for me for the remainder of December and just see how it goes and how much more time you have and how much more focused you are? That would be fabulous. Turning off notifications is your productivity tip of the month. Super short and sweet, super to the point. You can do this, is all I'm going to say. So I'm going to bring in Jennifer Diepstraten here. I want to introduce her first before we show her face to all of you. Jennifer Diepstraten has 25 years of experience in sales, relationship coaching, and communication studies. She understands what it really takes to inspire people to take decisive action. Ooh, we love that at JMD Productivity Training, that is for sure. As a result of her expertise, she has sold over $14 million in products and services, working for world-leading billion-dollar biotech and medical equipment companies, all through one-on-one consultations. Her one-call blueprint sales consultation system enabled her to grow her own sales coaching and consulting company to $1 million plus business. Clients include brands such as JJ Virgin, Lisa Sasevich, and eWomen Network, as well as hundreds of other heart-centered, mission-driven entrepreneurs from around the world, including JMD Productivity Training. She has been my coach for many years, and I've gone through all of her programming, and it's a magic formula, just saying. The system that she's created teaches her students to get them paid handsomely for their services, and her products enabled her to create a lifestyle business that allowed her husband to retire from his career in home construction and work full-time with her. Jennifer holds a biopsychology degree from Vassar College and a master's of science in traditional Oriental medicine. Jennifer lives in the mountains in southern Idaho with her husband and 2 sons. Please welcome to my stage, Miss Jennifer Diepstraten. Woo! Hi, Jennifer. My internet is a little wonky, so I don't know how it's coming out, but hi.
Hi. I'm so excited to be here. How fun
I am
is it?
I'm so excited to have you. So excited to have you.
Let's talk productivity. Stop doing all the things.
Yes, please. Yes, please. So I introduced you a little bit, but what I would really like for you to do is paint us a picture of your journey, weaving in the essence of your business and what drove you to start it.
Paint a picture of my journey and the essence of what drove me to start it. I love that. All right. So have you ever been in a situation where you're doing something and you're making money and it's really not bad, but you know that there's something more you're supposed to be doing, but you don't know what it is? Oh yeah, because that's like the story of entrepreneurs, right? So I was in biotech. I
Yes.
was 12 years selling medical and scientific equipment. And every day I would load up my car with microscopes because I used to sell microscopes to research scientists. And then I would drive into the area where the scientists were, office or the university. And I did this year in and year out. And I was really, really good at affirmations and gratitude lists and being grateful for what I was doing. But there's just so many times you can write in your journal, I'm grateful for this, to cover up the fact that I really wanted to do something more. So I was super grateful and I eventually quit because I just wanted to do something that made a bigger difference. And honestly, I did not grow up thinking I'm going to be a salesperson someday. From the time I was 8, when my sister was in the hospital for the entire summer, my older sister, I really wanted to help people. And the thing that I was doing, while it was a great livelihood, it didn't suck enough for me to quit. But there was something so much bigger. And so I left and I started this company. And my husband and I now run this. We're 9 years with high ticket sales success. And our mission is to help people who do great things in the world to have a lot more sales and money. I want you to be rich because if you do something amazing and you help people in an important way, then you need to be successful. The world needs you to be successful. So that's where I am now.
Yes. And you have done that and more. It seems that it's just bigger and better, and you help people sell with so much ease, and therefore make a bigger impact, like on their potential clients and in their own lives. Because I
Yeah,
know
I
that
mean, our mission,
you changed.
so you're breaking up a little bit, Julie. I don't know if it's me, but yeah, I mean, our mission is to expand personal and global prosperity because I think like what I want to do is I want to impart to every person who wants it the knowing that they can change and improve their financial picture. Like that they can create from an idea in their head to a product to something that they can sell, like to put in the hands the control of that, right? Like your own financial wherewithal that you could make something out of nothing, literally, to change how your life is so you can do whatever it is that you need to do with that money, whether it's care for a loved one or go on a trip or help your kids eat better food or whatever that is. So our vehicle is helping entrepreneurs to turn their genius, their services, their programs into high-end offers and then show you how to sell them in a way that's so easy. I mean, it becomes easy. Once you get it, it's just like, oh, I can sell this, no problem. Oh, I need $10,000. Okay. Like it's just done.
Right. Yeah. And what you do is you do it so well. You do it so
Thank
well.
you. What you do so well. Am I cutting in and out, Julie? Okay. Well, I don't know who's watching or if she's talking or if I'm talking. Oh, Julie's frozen. Hi, Susie Moon. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about, I don't know what Julie was going to ask me next, but since we're on all the things, I'm going to talk about all the things. Oh, wait, she's calling me. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see what Julie has to say. Hi, Julie. You're frozen. Okay. Well, what question do you want me to answer yet right now? I'm going to just keep going. This is so much fun. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm still live. So what do you want me to talk about? Yeah, I'm still live. And Susie Moon is like, hey, Julie's frozen, but I'm going to keep doing the interview. So what do you want me to say yet next? We can always redo too. I'm here. Okay. In fact, I can put you on speakerphone, Julie, and I'm going to change my microphone so they can hear your question. How about that? How's that for high tech?
We
How's that
could,
for tech?
why don't we do that? I'm going to get out and we'll do it on the phone and you do you.
Oh, I can hear you again for a second.
Okay. All right. So I'm putting Julie on speaker. Uh-oh. Okay. So here's what Julie says. She's like, Julie, I love you back. Okay. So Julie just said to me, hey, can you share some productivity hacks? So Julie is the master. I have learned so much from Julie about focusing on the right things. And let me tell you, so we started our business 9 years ago. I grew to our first 100K month in about 2 years. And we doubled in COVID. We did our first $1 million year in 2020. And now we've got multiple different aspects of our business. We coach and train people, entrepreneurs and small businesses, how to create high-end offers and feel comfortable and be really good at selling them. And then we also bring our trained and vetted sales team to events and to other entrepreneurs who need that added, you just need more people, right? You've got your offer working, but you need more people who can do the sales conversations. So what I'll tell you about productivity is in the beginning, I think I was probably like a lot of us making to-do lists. Where I am now is my to-do list is almost 10 pages long. And because there's so many things the company is doing and there's so many things to do when you have multiple team members and you have multiple offers. And so even if your list isn't 10 pages long yet, like you get it, right? The list is never ending. And there's literally no way to finish it. And so my perspective is that I have to understand what are the most important projects for us to complete this quarter, this month, and this week. And when I say I mean as a company, right? Because as the person who runs my business, I'm the CEO and the leader. We only have a couple of team members. We're not a giant company. So I don't have, a zillion people doing stuff. But I have a couple people. My job is to prioritize those projects based on the company vision and then communicate that to my team. And so I want my team to always feel like they're winning. And if you overload people or you're not clear about the vision or you're not helping them, because I know that my individual team members have 10-page long to-do lists also. We all have, because we're always pushing the envelope on what can we accomplish, what can we create in the world, right? So that doesn't change. But what changes is what has us win again and again inside of the business and hit our goals is clarity about what are the things that actually need to be accomplished this quarter, this month, and this week. And we only get 3 per week, like 3 important things. And sometimes if it's a big project, like a launch or something, it's 1. Like you get 1 priority for the week. Everything else is extra and gravy, but that means I have to take the time, and each of our team members has to take the time to really ask the question, what is the one? You only get 1. That's the hardest part for me. It's like, what is the one important thing that I need to accomplish or that needs to be accomplished to forward this goal this week? Like if it was the only thing, so we asked ourselves this question, if this is the only thing I accomplished this week, or if I could only get 1 thing done, what is it? Okay, so I'm going to pause right there, Julie. I'm going to see, is she coming back? Oh, she's coming back. Oh. Wait, hold on a sec. Hold on. Let me change my Hold on. Let me change my microphone so they can hear you. I can do this. Because all right, now I'm putting you on speakerphone. Okay, now go.
Look at us problem solve. Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear? Can you hear Julie? Put in the comments if you can hear Julie.
Can you hear me? Let's see if this is working. If not, I'll try to come back. Susie, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I think
Maybe
they
not.
can, Julie. I think they can. They just haven't commented yet. Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay.
Susie says yes.
Okay. Awesome. What I love, Jennifer, is, I talk about the big 3 that we do each day or each week. If it's a busy week, maybe we get 3 done in a week. And so the way that you're prioritizing and really running it, like what is the goal for the week, for the quarter, for the month, whatever it might be, that is what all activity needs to be the number one focus on. So Amy said there is an echo. I don't know if we're sorry guys, technology, it's awesome. Okay. What I want to ask next, Jennifer, is around overcoming challenges. So when you're navigating the complexities of running your business, where have you ever felt particularly overwhelmed or sidetracked, and how did you find your way back to focus?
Okay, I'm thinking. Overwhelmed or sidetracked, how did I find my way back to focus? Overwhelmed. So I get overwhelmed. I do get overwhelmed because there's so many things that I want to do. When I found let me just see if I can give you a specific example. Okay, how about yesterday? So, about 2 days. So one of the things that we do is we bring our sales team to events and we coach the hosts on how to sell their high-end offer. And then we bring our sales team and we do the sales, right? And I had somebody that called me on Friday for an event that starts today. And I was actually on another event already. And we had just finished another event, right? And so I'm like, oh, I hadn't planned on doing that this week. How am I going to fit all that in? That was overwhelming. Plus, I have my own other things that we're doing to serve our other clients. We have our own marketing. We have our own, right? So there are a lot of moving pieces. And so it was overwhelming. And what brought me back to focus was clarity on the one thing. And then like the one thing for each project, because I'm not the only person in my business. And the more that I can just bring clarity of the intention and goal to the team and then get my big booty out of their way, the better it is. Like literally my whole job right now is to get my big booty out of the way and let them run. Because if I don't let them go, they're never going to step into their own leadership, right? They're not going to have the freedom and the autonomy, which they're 100% capable of. So part of it's been, Julie, you're going to love this, has been letting go of being a control freak. Julie, did you know what? I just found out like 2 weeks ago that I'm a control freak. I could have sworn I didn't know. Like Peter was like, you have to stop being such a control, so in the micro. And I'm like, I'm not a control freak. I'm like, oh, I kind of am. So I know one of my team members is here now. She's probably like, yeah, we've known her for a long time, Jennifer, but nobody told me. Yeah. So to get myself out of overwhelm, it's like, I just need to provide the guidance of the vision and the goal and then help the team to be empowered, because people are so smart. And if you give them the freedom and the autonomy inside of a clear intention and a clear goal, they're just going to run with it. And so that's how I got myself back to focus, is like, I asked myself the question, what is the one thing I need to do against that one thing to help my team perform inside of this? Yes. And I'm like, what can I get you? What do you need? How can I grease the skids for you so things move faster? And I let them I do my best. I'm not perfect at it for sure. I'm still learning, but I do my best to let them have it and to let them have the reins. I let them have it. No, I let them have the reins. And I tell them, like, what do you, like, if you're not getting traction on something, how can I support you? Do I need to make a phone call? Do I need to give you information? Do I need to just leave you alone so you can get your work done? So that's my question, like, to get myself back to focus is, what do I need to provide to them to be successful? And then I had this huge epiphany, Julie. I guess this is like a 3-part answer. This is part 3. I had this epiphany that I'm the only person that holds the vision and drives the sales.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, I'm the only person that holds the vision and drives the sales. So if I'm not performing, focus on the one thing that drives sales, then I am totally letting my clients, my future clients, my team, and my family down. And so I have to remember, like, if that's my primary job, then I have to do that. And I can't allow myself the luxury of procrastinating by thinking that I'm doing something that I should not really be doing because it's not my job to do it. It's somebody else's job to do it.
Yes. I love what you're saying because it's true. So we have to let our team do what they do best, but we drive what they do by holding the vision, by holding the goals, and by sharing all of that, because otherwise they're everywhere. And so if we're really holding that vision and we're holding those goals and we're communicating it well, then they know what to focus on. And they know what the important things are that need to be done. Because like you said, they have a 10-page to-do list also. And if we're not driving it, if we're not holding it, and we're not communicating it, they could be doing all kinds of things that are fine for the business, but it's not driving towards the vision, right?
And also, and I would also say that as somebody that has a lot of projects, I like part of my role, because we're not a large enough company to have our own director of operations yet, and that's where we want to go. But we don't, we're not that big yet, right? We're like in this process of growing, and so I'm still acting as resource manager for some things. So a lot of times I'm like, okay, well, I've got this project or this project. And it always comes to a head when I say to my husband, I want you to do this, 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 because he also works inside of our business. And he'll say to me, is that more important than this or that? Which one do you want done first? And I'm like, oh yeah, right. Because then I realize, like, oh, maybe we don't actually have the resources to solve that problem or do that project. So then I have to make a choice. Like, do I want to hire the resources? Do I need to outsource and find somebody to do the resources? Or do we just put a pin in it and not do it right now? So that looking to see like what the projects are and the priorities and then what the available resources are has been huge for us not to create overwhelm for ourselves.
So big. And, really, just let's talk about all the things a little bit more. The ethos of all the things is about discerning what truly matters rather than actually doing everything. And you've talked so much about this already, but you talked about, I just would really like you to talk more about how you make the choices, like out of your 10-page to-do list. I think this will really help the people listening. Out of those 10 pages of to-dos, and really, I know you talked about looking at the quarter, looking at the month, looking at the week, but there's still a lot of things that relate to the goals around those. So how do you really hone in on a day, on a week, on a month?
We are a sales organization. In fact, every business is a sales organization. And I think we forget that. I mean, I even forget it. And look at the name of our company. It's High Ticket Sales Success. It's like right there in the name. But even like if you look at Starbucks and you say, what is Starbucks business? Most people would answer coffee.
Selling coffee.
Exactly. Their business is sales. Their product is coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to remember that the success of our business, the scoreboard is actually sales. Now, it's not the end goal, right? The end goal isn't sales. The end goal isn't money. The end goal or vision, if you will, is to change lives.
Yeah, it's impact.
Is impact, right? But the scoreboard is sales. And so if I'm not, so basically how we prioritize is we set sales goals. We set revenue goals. We set impact goals. So I'm like, if I want to do, $250,000 in the next 3 months, what's the next question is, what structure is in place to make that happen? What are you selling? When are you selling it? How is marketing supporting that? Where is it going to go on the calendar? Who are the people that need to support that? And what is the work that needs to be done? Right. So all those pieces get slotted inside of fulfilling on a sales goal. And we have to, it's an iterative process. So we keep working the projects and the calendars and the ideas until we can see, like, I like to create 2 or 3, what I call structures for fulfillment, which is 2 to 3, like I want to plan for activity that's going to create 3x the result. So if I want to do $250,000 in sales, I want to have $750,000 in potential sales based on the marketing and sales plan, because things usually don't go exactly as planned, right? So I want to create redundancy so that I'm certain I'll hit it. And that's how we decide what we're going to focus on.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I think that's going to help people so much, because I think they don't always know how to really decide on what are those 3 things, or what is that one thing. And I think that's just going to really help clarify some priorities. This is so good. I wish that we were like not delayed, but this is working. So we believe at JMD Productivity, as you know, you and I really both believe in that power of continuous learning. So I'm curious if there's a book or a podcast or a course that has recently like ignited you or put a spark in you.
Oh, okay. Here's well, first of all, course, productivity, do Julie Miller Davis's. I mean, I'm pretty good with productivity, and Julie has given me some things that I'm like, oh, it dramatically. So I don't know what the statistic is. I know you know probably, Julie, but like every time you get distracted or start working on a project again, it takes like 30 or 40 minutes to get your brain wrapped back around it.
Yep, you lose 33% of your day to changing tasks or to getting distracted.
Shoot. It's really, and we've done like time tracking and stuff, and so I know this to be true. But like Julie gave me a couple of tips, because all those like little 30-minute little gaps in your calendar that you could waste going to get coffee and eating donuts. If you follow what Julie has told me, which we started doing, Julie, which was like this way of keeping track of where you are in a project, I can actually get a lot of stuff done in that 30-minute gap. Like I can still go get my coffee, and then I have 20 or 25 minutes if I have that little space, and I'm actually moving projects forward. It's really powerful. So anyway, but let me tell you what I'm geeking out on right now. So there's this book called Slipstream Time Hacking by Benjamin Hardy. And he talks about like a lot of times we'll set a year goal. And he was like, if you give yourself a year to hit the goal, it will take you a year or longer. But what if you were to set your year goal as your half year goal? And what would that mean for you in terms of your focus and your choices and your productivity? And basically what he's saying is, if you create a year goal and instead take your year goal and make it a half year goal, you're like a 6-month, you're going to live twice the lifetime that other people live. So like by the time I'm 50, I'm going to have lived 100 years worth of life, because I've stopped allowing myself to basically have all that fluff and wasted time, because and including like quality time with your family and the quality vacation, like you because you just trim out all of the fat, if you will, or fluff or crap, and you're just like successful people don't have time for drama.
Right.
Focused people don't have time to waste. Yeah,
we got to get out of drama and into action. I love this because I talk a lot, Jennifer, about how if we give ourselves an hour to do something that takes 20 minutes, we'll take an hour to do it.
Always.
And we'll waste like the first 40 minutes, and then we'll get after it for the next 20. And so if we can give ourselves 20 with a buffer, and if it took us a little longer than 20, okay, that's fine. But if we give an hour and it only takes 20, we're wasting 40 minutes. We're wasting 2/3. Right.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So I am like totally going to dive into this concept and this book, I think, because it really excites me.
I think you will
talking
love it,
about-
Julie.
about
It's
what
so
you're listening
good.
to and reading.
I'm like, I'm going to
Always.
live double my life because I'm really clear on what I want. I'm really clear on what I want to accomplish. I'm clear about what trips I want to go on, how I want to spend time with my kids, and I'm just trimming out the basically just fluffy nonsense.
I love it so much. I love it so much. So let's shift gears into closing out. What I would love to know is how our listeners, our watchers can benefit directly from you. So do you have anything coming up, anything that you want to offer to the people out there watching all the things?
Hey, okay. So we have a couple things specifically to help you to create a premium or higher level offer inside your business and then to be effective selling it. So this, so if you create offers or products like you're a coach or a consultant or an expert, you can take this just as it straight up, like the way it is. If you sell a product or some kind of service that your prices are set by somebody else, you can think about like, how do I sell more of that thing, that higher level offering? So it's hotofferchecklist.com. And when you download the hot offer checklist, you're going to see the elements that need to go into creating a higher level offer that is going to be hot and somebody's going to want to buy. And then we've got a follow-on workshop. You'll see the invitation right after you grab the hot offer checklist. And it's a live interactive workshop where I'll walk you through how do you create the sales communication to make it really exciting so people want to buy it.
Awesome. We'll get that into the chat right away. The hotofferchecklist.com, and we'll get it into the comments as well so that it's there in case this didn't show up live. And we'll put it in our newsletter this month as well. So I'm really excited to share that with all of you. If you haven't dug in with Jennifer Diepstraten, you need to dig in with Jennifer Diepstraten. She is amazing. So Jennifer, I'm going to remove you from the stream. We thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is like my best interview this year, I think. Can you just hang tight for a minute? We'll jump on the phone actually after I'm done. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, I'm going to try to come back live here. The next All the Things is in January. We're going to run another one in January. And so look for us the second or third Monday of January. And please remember that we have a lot of stuff coming up at JMD Productivity, but what I'd really like you to look for from us is in January, we are running a webinar called, I got to find the name of it. You guys, we just came up with it. Are you ready? It's called The Busyness Breakthrough, January 5th. Please join us for the Busyness Breakthrough. Look for it coming your way, and we will be advertising and putting that link out to you to get registered for the Busyness Breakthrough in the next few days. Love you all so much. This is a happy holiday season. Also, I don't want you to forget that we've got, I've got on my Instagram, JMD Productivity, we have got we've got 31 days of productivity tips going on over there. So follow me on Instagram at JMD Productivity, or find us on Facebook, the JMD Productivity Pod. Request entrance into that group, and we will let you in so that you can get all 31 days like right there in a row at the JMD Productivity Pod and more. All right, everybody, happy holidays. We will see you in January. Thank you so much.